I begin to the back. People think I'm funny cause I always make them laugh. I ain't even being funny, I be really spitting facts. I'm about balance and I got talents. Every challenge I overcome. Low key is savage, never be average. Give me a task and I'll get it done. Minding my business whenever I come in. I'm hitting in business while I'm having fun. I ain't worried about winning, but that would be dumb cause there's no competition. I already won, huh? Yeah.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Astrologiks, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be doing the February horoscopes for all 12 signs. Please give me some time to put the timestamps in there. This stuff is it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So after I get done, I need to take a little break, and then I'll put them in there. So they should be in there by the end of the day today, but not right away. All right. And if you know how to do it and you feel so inclined, you can put the timestamps in there too. It's best to read your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get a full story for the month. But yeah, we're just going to jump right in, family, starting with Aries. So right at the beginning of the month, we have two really big major events happening. The first one is February 4th. Jupiter in Gemini goes direct, and that will be in your third house. And there could be some kind of studying, learning, writing project that you're working on, maybe some homework here if you're in school or taking some kind of education course. And this could be towards some kind of promotion that you're looking for to get more money. This could be changing the way you communicate with siblings, or getting a new car. Yeah. And then on February 4th, Venus enters Aries, and this is your sign. And so it'll be in your first house on February 4th. And whenever you have anything in your first house, really you have the opportunity to manifest in all areas of your life. But to be more specific, the first house is about you. So you could be feeling more attractive, starting some kind of new style that gives you some kind of popularity. There can be new love coming in, new friends coming in. You can be more social at this time. And this gives you an opportunity to work on your finances. What I will say is pay attention to what happens during this time, because on March 1st, Venus will go retrograde. And this is going to be giving you the opportunity to work on things that come up for you during this time, to do something better, to rethink it. Does it fit you? Is it what you really want? And so, no, things will really slow down and you'll go more inward. But again, it's just an opportunity for you to make the decision on whether or not the things that have come up for you from February 4th until the 1st, whether or not this suits you and it fits your life and your vibration for where you're headed. And then on February 12th, we'll have the full moon in Leo. And this is happening in your fifth house. And it will square Uranus and Taurus. This is going to be a pretty big deal. There's more emphasis here on dating, fun, play, love, romance. Could be some travel. It depends on if you're in a relationship. You could be at that point where you're ready to take a trip together. Again, to really see if this person is meant for you, or maybe you are officially in a relationship and you've made up your mind, and this is a way of bringing more love and romance back into the relationship. A lot of sexy time here. This is your personal sex life. And so if you haven't been in a while, especially if you're single, you might decide to take it there with somebody during this time. Um, but it's going to be square Uranus. And so squares are a difficult energy. You know, it's meant to kind of shake things up. Uranus is shaking things up. And then we're talking about Taurus, and Taurus is also ruled by Venus. And so, again, these themes are still really strong with Venus. You might decide that the style you've come up with isn't really fitting you, or it's bringing the wrong kind of attention, or your money matters aren't really working to the extent that you want them to. And so you might decide to get a financial coach or take a financial course. Um, and um, so there could be some issues with the job, um, or a relationship. And so there could be some arguing going on about how money's being spent, or maybe you want to go out and you want to date if you are single, but your money's not right. And so you can't really do it in the way in which you would like, because you feel like the style you have isn't the right style and you got to do your hair. You know, all those kinds of things can be coming up here. Um, and that could be a little frustrating. This is not a good time to gamble. You might be arguing with the child, or a child can be a little bit snippy at this time if you have children. Um, and be careful for your sex life, because there could be unexpected pregnancy. Or again, you're just getting a lot of maybe unwanted attention. Um, and this is making you kind of second guess, what you are attracting. And so you, again, you might be having to go inward to do some healing, to address some issues around love and relationships and what it is you really want, to get the best out of the Venus and Aries energy. Um, and then on February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct. Thank the Lord. I don't know about anybody else, but listen, I'm so sick and tired of Mars in Cancer retrograde at this point. And so that's the good news. Now, remember, Mars is still in detriment in Cancer. However, at this point, we've had Mars in Cancer since September. And so um, we've learned something at this point. And so we really are able to address every and anything that has come up since then and correct it and finally get some forward movement and move past it. And this is happening in your fourth house. And so you're really getting clear on family matters, any kind of repairs, to be honest with you. But specifically, this could be home repairs, remodeling in your home. And again, something to do with your internal emotions, something about your mom. Cancer rules the moon, moon rules your mom, or just your feminine energy in general, learning how to be more emotionally secure, emotionally intelligent, and making better emotional decisions. Um, yeah. And then on February 26th, there's a Pisces new moon in your 12th house. And so you could be just really exhausted from all the excitement up and down, unexpected. everything coming in from this month that you're again going inward, doing some self-reflection, maybe even pampering yourself, getting a massage, sleeping more, resting more, relaxing more, hiding away, not really wanting to be bothered, um, doing some deep internal healing. Maybe even going to some kind of retreat, a spiritual retreat, getting more aligned with your spiritual practices, your faith. Um, this could be letting go of some kind of addiction that you've noticed that you have. This could really be any kind of addiction, or you could be healing health-wise. It could be some kind of like perhaps medicine or medication that you were on, and you find a more natural, better way to heal from some kind of sickness. Um, This could be a health regimen with Uranus and Taurus, but it doesn't. It doesn't have to be. Just eating better, working out, using more natural products, things of that nature. All right, Taurus. Um, so we have two major events happening right at the beginning of February. On February 4th, on the same day, the first one is Jupiter and Gemini goes direct in your second house. I like this for you. The second house is all about money, budgeting, having a job, a second job, a side hustle, really self-love, learning your self-love, self-worth, your values around money. Um, and this can bring in more opportunities to make money, to save money, to grow spiritually and in your values and expand your wealth, learning how to budget, again, really raising your self-worth, your values when it comes to money. And really, when I'm saying money, but this could be anything. Like you're learning how to have better relationships with your siblings, Jupiter and Gemini. You're educating yourself, taking a small course. These are things that are also considered wealth. It doesn't have to be actual money. I know a lot of people like, I don't really care about money like that. And that's okay if that's your thing. It's also the things that you do, the groups of people that you hang out with, that these are also things that are considered indicators of wealth. How well you communicate, how well you solve problems, how well you lead and delegate situations. Um, you could be traveling, you could be saving to travel, or could have been saving to travel, and now you're getting ready to take a trip and maybe learning from other cultures. And these are signs of wealth, things that will change your life and expand your mindset in any kind of way are considered things of wealth. And these are things that you could be working on or have been working on while Jupiter was retrograde. And it might have been a little frustrating, or it might have seemed like things weren't working out or was going really slow. Or maybe you just didn't really understand what you was learning, but now these things are going to start to come um, to enlighten you and show you ideas, different ways to use them, how to, I like to use the word manipulate energy and make them work for you. And again, that's where the value of wealth come in here. Um, you could be buying something big or moving. You could be moving outside of the country. It doesn't have to be. It depends. Um, but yeah, your world view is changing here in a pretty big way, especially when it comes to money and value, your values. Okay, and then on February 4th, Venus enters Aries, and this is happening in your 12th house. And so um, you could have, excuse me, experienced a loss or just feel really sad from love or consistently feeling like you're consistently attracting the wrong people. Um, not bringing in or attracting the things that you necessarily want. And again, this doesn't have to just be love. This could be, again, around money or your values or what you feel like you're worth. And this is causing you to go inward, do some internal work, do some healing, do some pampering, some self-love, self-care, sleeping more. You could be having a lot of dreams that are showing you some kind of information that's going to help you move along in some way. Or you could be learning some kind of spiritual practice or doing some kind of manifesting things that are helping you bring in more of what you want. Um, and it could be helping you manifest a soul connection, by expanding your spiritual knowledge. You could be going on a retreat where you meet somebody, or like a boat cruise or a singles cruise if you're single or something like that. If you're in a relationship, this could be like you and your partner meditating together, doing like little intimate challenges where you're learning how to love each other deeper on a deeper level in a more spiritual kind of way. Or just learning how to communicate better with one another. What do you want? What do I want? And doing these kind of love challenges to help you to come together and build a soul connection, a stronger, deeper soul connection. Um, you might decide to go to therapy or couples therapy. Again, it just really depends. People are going to be in different places and spaces with this, but you could be just grieving from a loss or feeling a lack of something. Maybe you let go of an addiction, something that wasn't serving you, a mindset, a belief that's changing your faith in some kind of way. Or again, it's you're just eating healthier, exercising more, and this is bringing in more positivity, more self-love that will help you attract what it is you're really looking for. And just remember, Venus will go retrograde March 1st. And so, whatever this is that's coming up for you, I would keep a mental note or actually be intentional with these and write down day to day what's happening with you when it comes to these themes, because they will come up for you to revisit through March and April. Um, and then on February 12th, we have a Leo full moon in your fourth house. Fourth house is home and family, your home environment, um, family, um, again, real estate, moving, um, maybe you're buying a home or buying property or inheriting a property. Um, but it's going to square Uranus and Taurus. And that's happening in your first house. And squares, they shake things up. Uranus shakes things up. And so you might be the one causing the disruption in your home, but you're doing it because you feel like this is the only way to restore peace in the home. You might be crashing out a little bit here. Like, I'm sick and tired of, doing this on my own. I need more help. I need more support. I need you to engage. I don't know why I'm thinking of, what's the name of The Incredibles? When the mom yells and she's like, I need you to engage, Bob. Oh my God. And she has like a moment. And there's something that you're not happy with that's going on in your family life and or in your home environment that you are just sick and tired of it. You're done, and you are going to stand on business about making these changes to bring more peace, balance, and harmony within these dynamics. And this could lead to, some kind of, again, unexpected move or change in the family, um, in order to get what it is you're looking for. And then on February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I'm just saying, I'm so sick of Mars and Cancer at this point, y'all. But this is happening in your third house. So again, something about family, specifically third house is siblings, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, um, a car. Maybe you're having some car issues with siblings, issues with family. Um, and this is something that has been going on for quite some time now. And you're motivated more than ever to get it situated and have a real conversation about what the problem is and making some kind of corrections. On the opposite side of this, again, you could be learning something, studying something, doing a lot of journaling. Um, Maybe there's homework involved here. This could be training for a new job, learning some new job skills, or acing an interview and getting a new job. Um, that's going to be very emotionally satisfying here. Whatever this is, it looks like you're going to get what you want. And then on February 26th, we have the Pisces new moon happening in your 11th house. And this can bring in new friends, new social connections that feel more aligned with your soul, Pisces. Again, you're looking for some soul connection, something that fills you up with love and support. You're looking for some kind of support that you feel like you're not getting or haven't been getting. And that Pisces new moon, solid. It's going to bring in whatever that is. And again, this could be through some kind of spiritual group, some kind of um, retreat, or again, a singles cruise, or just a boat cruise that's about something spiritual. Doesn't have to be, it could be some kind of theme. It's something where you're going, where all the people there are there for the same reason, which makes you feel fulfilled. Okay, you could also just be doing like this could be a family trip or like a girls trip, um, or pampering yourself. Um, um, I don't know why I just heard. Are you damn, now I'm channeling now. Um, um, like a AA group? Did you have some kind of addiction that you're letting go of and you're joining like a AA group, the 12 steps type of thing here? Um, or again, you're just eating more healthier, changing your diet, exercising more, um, or something about your daily routine is changing for, something more healthier, or again, something that's just more aligned with who you are, where you're going, and what you're looking forward to, something more supportive and healthy. Um, Gemini. What's going on with you, Gems? And so, right at the beginning of the month, we have two major events happening on the same day. The first one on February 4th, the first one is Jupiter in your sign goes direct. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I had to have a moment for us, you know. And this is happening in your first house. And so there's some kind of advancement in education that's opening up more opportunities through maybe promotion, an announcement, maybe redoing your website. This could have to do with like back end stuff to so your website can get seen more, marketing, selling, promoting. Um, yeah, or you're teaching if you're not doing the education, or um, you are presenting something, or you're publishing a book or writing a book, doing some kind of public speaking or announcing something, broadcasting something. Um, you could be going on a vacation or learning from other cultures, or um, maybe building better relationships with your siblings, or your worldview has changed through some kind of spiritual growth and expansion. Maybe you're studying some kind of spiritual belief background. Something's changing your faith, your morals, your ethics, and your beliefs um, in a pretty positive way. Um, and then again on February 4th, Venus enters Aries in your 11th house. And so, yeah, you're getting in a lot. Are you going on a tour, a book tour or something, or a speaking tour, or do you speak a lot somewhere? Or you could just be doing like a lot of networking that's bringing in an abundance of new friends, new connections, maybe even love. Um, you might even fall in love with a friend, um, or some kind of hope or wish is being granted here. Now, I would pay attention to whatever this is coming up for you, because it will be revisited March 1st when Venus in Aries goes retrograde. It'll come up for review to see if this really aligns with who you are, if this is what you really want. And so you might go inward to do a little reflecting, to make a final decision about whatever this is. And then on February 12th is the Leo full moon in your third house. Now, the third house is again siblings, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, reading, writing, studying, learning, homework, um, a car, something going on with a car, or your daily routine, running errands, getting things done. And it's going to square Uranus and Taurus. And so this could be car problems, not being able to get around to these functions or running a little late, um, having to get better with time management, getting more organized, not really being prepared, having to show up and present uh, on the fly, making things up, and being really good with that. That could be really, really frustrating. Um, or you're interviewing, and maybe you're looking for a job and you're going on a bunch of interviews, and unexpectedly you get a job offer and the job goes really well, everything goes really well. But again, there could be a lot of confusion, disruption to start. maybe a little disorganized to start, and that could be a little frustrating. Um, there could also be some secrets revealed on the job or with a sibling. Um, or in your love life. I'd be careful with whomever you decide to fall in love with at this time because it looks like something's going to be revealed that can be a little shocking and unexpected. So just keep your eyes and ears open. Tread lightly with this, tread lightly, and know that it might not be permanent. Um, you might decide to back out of this, whatever this is, mostly because it's not fulfilling. It's not, it doesn't look like it's stable. Mm. This could be a crisis coming up too in a sibling's life, or if you're traveling, you're having a bunch of disruptions, again, running late, forgetting something. Take your time. Um, double check and triple check everything before you do anything. Have other people check it. Um, make sure everything's charged. Get your tires and car checked and looked at if you're traveling before you go, if you're doing it by car or just, in general, because it could be that you're just on your way to work and the freaking car breaks down. So maybe this is a good time to get your car checked, little things like that. Maybe it's time for a little checkup, or this could be like disruptions if you're getting your car. What is it called when you got to get the sticker updated and lo and behold, something goes wrong and you have to get it fixed before. So this could be some kind of big, major, unexpected expense that kind of is just it's just annoying. I don't think this is something that you can't get through or that it's going to be so bad that um, it just looks like a bit of turbulence here, or that might kind of slow you down a little bit. And then on February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct, thank the Lord Jesus, in your second house. And so you could have been having family issues, home issues, um, something with your mom, some issues with your mom. But now that Cancer's direct, it looks like you are getting past that, moving past that. That's allowing you to make more money, um, bring in a second income or investing. Or again, you get to buy a big ticketed item like a house or some land or property or real estate. This could be Airbnb. These are multiple streams of income around home and family matters, or you're just getting more emotionally secure in your home environment, if that was an issue, or emotionally secure with family issues. Yeah. And then on February 26th, we have the Pisces new moon happening in your 10th house. And so again, something about a new career, a promotion, um, your public appearance changing in some kind of way, or you're becoming a leader or more responsible, more structured. You're gonna get that organization and turbulence and all the stuff that was going on earlier in this. You're gonna resolve those things. You're gonna get more organized. Um, And this could also just be feeling more spiritually connected to what it is you're doing, liking what you're doing. Um, or people are just seeing you as somebody who's very spiritual, very grounded, trustworthy, emotionally secure, um, responsible, reliable. And maybe this is what you're getting the promotion for, the raise for. I mean, it depends, right? Where you're at in this process. So, yeah. Cancer. All right. And so the first, right at the beginning of the month, we have two really big things happening on February 4th. The first is Jupiter in Gemini goes direct. Okay, and that's in your 12th house. And so you could realize how much you've grown spiritually, or you could have been studying, learning, reading, writing something spiritual, or you're about to. Or this could be about money. You know, you could be studying, reading, learning, writing about money, psychology, legal matters, all these things that can be very healing, or is changing your world's view, or again, it's just allowing forward movement up, like a hopeful, upbeat feeling, like more happy, that something is over and done, and you've learned so much and you've grown so much from whatever this is. You could be going on a treat or need more alone time. Um, you could be detoxing, like kicking a habit and addiction, maybe doing the 12 steps. And this is very spiritual and uplifting, and it changes your world's view and perspective on things. Or you're just eating healthier. Yeah, I mean, you could be getting along more with siblings, learning how to communicate better with siblings. Um, or you're just traveling more. You want to travel, or you got more stuff to do, or you're getting a new car and you want to go somewhere, or you're just more busy. Your daily routine changes. It's more fulfilling. It's more, you just have a lot more to do. You could be very busy at this time. Um, and the second thing on February 4th is Venus enters Aries in your 10th house. And so whatever this is that you're doing is making you very popular. You're getting some kind of public recognition and support. A boss may start to see your value and your worth. You might start to see your value and your worth, and this causes you to either get a raise, a promotion, or you're leaving a job and getting a new job that supports the fact that you value yourself, or you're getting some kind of trade or education um, that helps you do this, get a better job that matches your value and your worth. Um, this could be a love that starts to see your value and your worth, or you just know that your value has gone up in your love life, meaning like you're attracting, you know, people who are a little bit maybe better than what you used to attract. And you could see this as a reflection of, oh, wow, I'm really attracting who I am, where I'm at. And that could be a really good feeling. Um, Now be mindful that Venus will go retrograde on March 1st. And so whatever's coming up around this, know that uh, you'll be revisiting it through March and April. Okay, February 12th is the Leo full moon in your second house. And so this is money. Money, 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 money. And Leo is love, fun, play, romance, your sex life, um, children, pregnancy. It could be travel. You could be doing a little vacation type thing. Um, or again, you're just investing more money, investing in your self-worth, the love for yourself, and whatever it is you got going on here. But it's square Uranus and Taurus. And so there could be some really big unexpected expense that comes up that could be a little annoying and make you feel like two steps forward, three steps back, and it might be a little frustrating or annoying, or there's some kind of argument that you have with a friend about money. And this could initially end the friendship, or you stop talking until they pay you back. So you might be putting somebody on punishment. It could be an argument with a partner over money. Like maybe now all of a sudden they're expecting more from you or asking more of you, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just because I got it, don't mean we gotta spend it. You know, I'm trying to expand that money or make that money work for me. In order to do that, gotta save. Second house is about saving, budgeting, multiple streams of income. So putting certain amounts of money each pay period into different funnels. And that might be, a lot of people don't understand that process. They might expect for people to get a lot of money and then, oh, well, you got money to go out more. Let's date more. Let's go here. Let's do that. You know, and you might have to and that could cause some disagreements or arguments, you know. Um, so just, be mindful of that. And then February 23rd, Mars in your sign goes direct. So this is happening in your first house. Thank the Lord Jesus. I feel like I need to be singing a church song for this. Thank the Lord Jesus. Oh my God, I'm so sick of Mars and Cancer, y'all. I cannot wait until Mars comes out of this energy. It's been hell, okay? But the good thing is that it's direct. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that it's been there for a while now. So whatever this is, it's been going on since like September. You have some kind of better understanding at this point about how to work with this energy. So you could be more confident, more courage, taking more action, being more independent, more emotionally secure with whatever this is, your appearance, the decisions that you make, the moves you're making, you know, and that's a good feeling. And then February 26th, we have the Pisces new moon happening in your ninth house. And so you might decide to go back to school, take a trade. I mentioned that earlier. You might travel, or again, there's some kind of ending to a legal matter, spiritual growth, publishing a book, or again, you're bettering some kind of relationships with siblings. Yeah. Or this could be an announcement of some sort, you know. Um, yeah. All right, Cancer. Leo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. How you doing, Leo? So right at the top of the month, we have two major things happening on the same day, which is February 4th. The first thing is that Jupiter in Gemini goes direct in your 11th house. And so Um, fourth house is home and family, your home environment. This could be moving, buying real estate or property. Um, something with your mom. Um, something going on with your mom here. Um, and then the 11th house is your social circle, could be expanding and you're making new friends. Um, and they could be more spiritual, um, or they could be like teachers where they're learning something from you and or you're learning from them or both, you know. Um, these could be students that you're taking a course with that are becoming friends, or you're just networking more through siblings. Or it doesn't have to be, but it could be. Or, yeah, through some kind of family connections, you're making more connections and it feels very supportive or spiritual. Um, you could be writing a book, or is somebody asking you to be in a documentary? I'm channeling. Um, or to be in a book. You could be working on some like really big project or remaking a website or promoting something. Um, some kind of public speaking. Um, yeah. Something is going on here where you're surrounded around a lot of people. It could be spiritual related or cultural related. Doesn't have to be. Or you could be traveling and learning from other cultures, and that's helping you make new friends. And you could be learning about different spiritual backgrounds. Maybe you're going to places to learn about these things, and that's bringing in the connections. Whatever this is, it's changing your morals, values, and beliefs about life and expanding your worldview in some way. Um, yeah. Are you a teacher? And you're teaching some kind of cultural background, some kind of like arts or something. Doesn't have to be. Hmm. Maybe you're going on a trip with your sisters or brothers or family. Okay. And the next thing that's happening on February 4th is Venus enters Aries in your ninth house. Again, same theme, but Aries is about the self. Um, this is happening in your, hold on, because I think this is wrong. Just give me 1 minute, Leos. Sorry, Leos. Give me 1 minute. Oh, no, that's right. Hmm. So you, so you might have, yeah, it's Venus enters Aries in your ninth house. Oh, I was just reading it wrong. I'm sorry. I had a slow moment, Leo. Don't judge me. I knew something didn't feel right. Okay, so Venus in Aries is entering in your ninth house. And but it's still pretty much the same themes here, though. It's about marketing, publishing, maybe ending some kind of legal matter, starting a course, teaching a course, doing some kind of public speaking engagements. Um, and where or whatever this is that you're doing, you might find love with somebody. It could be from another country or have another like a different cultural background, or you could be meeting the family. Again, this could be by travel if somebody lives outside the country. And it doesn't necessarily have to be outside of the country. You could be traveling anywhere to meet a significant other's family. Um, if you're in a relationship, it looks like you might get proposed to, Leo, if you've been together with somebody for a while. They could be planning some kind of surprise for you. Yeah. This is all about love. And then on February 12th, you have the Leo full moon happening in your first house. Now, anytime you have any kind of major event happening in your first house, you have the opportunity to manifest in any area of your life. But for the sake of this video, we'll focus on just the first house, which is you. Um, now, mm, this is square Uranus and Taurus. Uh, you might unexpectedly lose a job. Are you crashing out? What happened? Um, mm, yeah, it looks like you could be having like a crash out with somebody in one of the. Are you disagreeing with some? You know what? Politics and spiritual stuff never, you never have these conversations with large groups of people. And so it looks like there could be room for a disagreement in whatever these large groups or public speaking events or teaching events or education classes that you might be taking. Be careful. Okay. It looks like you might crash out through some kind of difference of beliefs or Jesus Christ, God, you're gonna meet somebody's family and somebody say the wrong thing, and you be like, and there's some a little disagreement here. Good Lord, have mercy, Leo. This could be at work, or you could be arguing with a parent. Hmm. And it could cause either you or somebody else to leave the job or to quit your job. Now, this doesn't have to be an argument. It could just be like money, finances in some way, shape, or form for the field that you work in. Do you work with children? There could be some kind of funding ending here for your job and you unexpectedly lose your job. Um, hmm. Or like whatever these um, maybe you no longer have money maybe to pay for a course or a class and you have to end up dropping it, or whatever this public speaking or social group or whatever is no longer funded and it ends abruptly. Just be mindful of that. It doesn't have to be that, but it does look like there could be some kind of disruption where you might unexpectedly decide to leave something or somebody else does. Or again, this could be with a parent. Um, fucking Leos. I love you guys. I do. All right. And then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your 12th house. Yeah, you're tired. You didn't curse everybody out. And now you're like, you know what? I'm done. I've had it. I heard what people saying stupid shit. Good Lord, have Leo, please come back and tell me if any of this resonates. Or am I just like reading this all wrong? Um, yeah, you're exhausted from something. You're very, very busy here. You're doing a lot of connecting and communicating and networking and rubbing elbows, and you're tired now. You're like, all right, I've had enough. And you might be doing some self-care or pampering yourself or resting, relaxing, sleeping more. You could be going on some kind of spiritual journey or learning some kind of new spiritual practice. Um, your faith is changing about something. Whatever this is that's going on with you is changing you. It's changing your perspective about spirituality. It could be addictions. I mean, it depends. I mean, these topics could be about anything, but I'm getting religious or spiritual beliefs, morals, values coming up heavily here, or like cultural backgrounds and differences and things of that nature that you are heavily tied into during this time that's really changing the way you view something. Now you could be going on a spiritual retreat, or again, just traveling to get away. You need a break. There's a lot going on here. You need a break. Um, you could be releasing or letting go of some kind of bad habit or addiction, or medication you're taking. You might be deciding to do a more holistic, natural approach. Or you're just becoming more emotionally grounded and secure here because of something that you're learning, or something here that's going on throughout the month. And then February 26th is the Pisces new moon in your eighth house. Ooh, yeah. Eighth house is deep, deep, deep intimacy, um, deep connections, deep understanding. Um, I mean, this is when two souls are intertwined together here. Or again, this is deep research and learning and really understanding something to its depth. It could be counseling and you're just learning emotionally, you're just a little off, and that's okay. And you're getting some kind of counseling, healing, or again, you're trying some maybe like new technique to help you get emotionally stable. Um, well, this is again what you're studying and learning. This is really deep here. I don't think this should be touched on in a very light level, but whatever this is, like once you come out of this, especially if you're learning, studying, so you're gonna be a dope, but this is like wizardry, uh, like becoming a seer, um, maybe even something psychic here, or a healer at the highest levels, or you're going to see one. You're working with one to help you work through some seriously deep rooted emotional challenges here. Now, on the very surface level, you could be doing this with a partner where you guys are becoming more intimate and really, really, I mean, like really falling in love. Um, and you could even be doing like some things together to help you guys connect intimately, like meditating, yoga, looking into each other's eyes, pillow talk, you know, things like this. And again, you could be learning from like couples therapy or something like that. And, on the very basic level, your partner could just be getting more money, having access to some kind of loan, or receiving like some big payout from investing, um, or paying off debt. Um, yeah, that was deep. Leo, you guys gonna have to come back and let me know what that is. Virgos, what's going on, Virgo? Um, so right at the top of the month, we have two events happening on February 4th. First one is that Jupiter and Gemini goes direct in your 10th house. And so you might be getting some kind of public recognition, um, or fame. Do you work on cars? Are you like a mechanic or a teacher? Or a book that you wrote? Or you're like really good at working on websites or something like that, or just whatever field it is that you're in, you're getting some kind of public recognition or fame for the work that you've done. Um, you could be starting a new business or getting a raise or a promotion. Um, you could be doing some public. Are you teaching? I feel like I said that already, like IT or how to do websites or um, something creative, perhaps, or something to do with phones or again, cars. Are you a travel agent? Um, doesn't have to be any of those things. Those are just some of the themes that come. I'm thinking of Gemini, like Gemini fixes small objects like phones, um, or you're again, you're public speaking, you're teaching something. Um, you could just be building better relationships and communication with your siblings. Um, or you're a teacher, you're learning, studying, reading, writing something that's getting you some kind of public recognition. If it's not a book, it's a blog, or again, you speak. You go to different places and talk about. This could be about spiritual things, about cultural things. Again, about how to travel, where to travel to. Spiritual. I said that religious, like morals, ethics, values. It could be a judge or um, or like some kind of legal matter, like something going on in the neighborhood, on the streets, and you're like, this is what we need to do. What do you call those things when you go to like community events? I don't for whatever reason my brain is like, um, when you go to speak, like, let's say, for an example, a young child got shot in your neighborhood, and you're that person that attends those type of events where there's something really public that happened on the world stage. It's very well known, and you go to speak. You could just be doing poetry. Okay, it doesn't have to be that deep, but whatever you're saying about this particular event, it's a public speaking event, or you're getting some kind of recognition or fame for that. This could be in your job or your daily routine. People see you as reliable, responsible, on your A game, organized, mature. You're an adult. Um, something to that effect, that people are showing you, they're giving you your flowers for that, and perhaps even look up to you, or you're teaching these types of things. It could be that your siblings look up to you because of that, or something to that effect. Um, February 4th, the second event is Venus enters Aries in your eighth house. And so could be like being more intimate in your relationship, or you're attracting somebody who's more intimate if you're single. Um, you could be um, getting some kind of uh, OUI. Is that how you call it? return RUI, return on investment from some kind of investment you made that's allowing you to pay off some debt, or you're getting a loan for to start a new business or something to that effect. Um, yeah, yeah. It looks like raise is really high on the in the cards for you during this time. Or people, if people owed you money, they're paying you back, or you're getting a big tax return, or maybe you have clients and you got so much clients that it's bringing a big amount of money to you. Um, yeah. And so, hmm, you could be like a healer or a preacher or a minister or something like that, or you're teaching it or you're studying it or learning it. Or again, this is something that you write about and you're talking about it in a very big way, like how to heal trauma or some kind of trauma that you've healed from. You might be telling your story in some way. And again, it's bringing you some kind of recognition, or people are seeing you in a very, again, responsible, mature, enlightened light in some way. Um, yeah. And then February 12th is the Leo full moon in your 12th house. Yes, this is very spiritual. 12th house is very spiritual. It's about faith or spiritual practices or places where you go to practice spirituality. So churches, ashrams, retreats. Um, are you hosting a retreat or attending one? Or you're that's your business? You're starting like a spiritual retreat type of thing where people can go to heal trauma. Okay, Virgo, let's go. You'll have to let me know what this is, but but if it's none of those things, Leo full moon is again love, romance, fun, play, dating, your sex life. Um, these things could have been very, very private. Um, or these are things that are happening behind the scenes, where again, you're just having more sexy time, more intimate time with a partner, or you're meeting somebody where you're able to have that with somebody. But it's square Uranus. And so it's unfortunate that, you're going to find out something that's been hidden. Um, this could be a health issue or a job related issue. It doesn't have to be about love. Um, or again, you could have been studying all these things or how to do a retreat, studying that spiritual process. And it was all behind the scenes. And at some point, you're going to come out with it. Not quite at this time, but eventually. Or you could have been going through some legal matter behind the scene. Um, that might be resolved. All these things can be resolved, by the way. Whatever this is for you, that might be a little frustrating, or again, it's just behind the scenes, or you're dealing with it behind the scenes and nobody really knows it's a secret, it's hidden. And then it's probably nobody's business. And so it might not even be coming out in the fact like, oh, you're going to tell everybody you're going through this, but it's resolved, right? And so maybe people haven't seen you in a while, or you've been MIA, or, something to that effect. And then you come out, you know, whether you're telling anybody why you was MIA or not is irrelevant, but you're like showing yourself more now, um, because something has been resolved or taken care of or released and let go of. This could have been an addiction. Like you could have been away, uh, uh, what do you call it when people have to go away for, I don't even know what they call those things. It could have been a mental health. It could be a mental health issue. It's going to be different for everybody, regardless of whatever it was, whether it was with you or somebody else or somebody you're in love with, a child, um, whatever. It's being resolved behind the scenes. Um, and then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your 11th house. And you can be like the leader of a group, or maybe you was having troubles as a leader of a group or a leader of a team. And now those things are being sorted out. You're getting more support now from coworkers, bosses, um, um, from friends, team members, and you're achieving some kind of goal here. And again, this could be with health or a pet, or some kind of service you provide or service you received. I have to add that in. Um, yeah. So it looks like you might have been going through some serious stuff that might have been a little, mm, not so public. Really doesn't need to be so public. A lot of people might not even know. Um, but yeah. Okay, February 26th is a Pisces new moon in your seventh house. And this could bring in a new relationship that will be for the long term, or clients that will be for the long term, or you're dating somebody and it's going to end up being taken to the next level. Even marriage perhaps can be on the table here. Yeah, it looks like you went through something here, and you're deciding to stick by somebody. And again, if it's not, this is somebody that you're meeting that's more spiritually on your level, into the same things. They've helped you build or create something that you're working on or have been working on behind the scenes, and it just works. And y'all are gonna take things to the next level. Okay, Libra. Right at the top of the month, we have two events happening on February 4th, sorry. The first thing is Jupiter and Gemini goes direct in your ninth house. And so there could have been some issues with travel, education, marketing, promotion, and publishing, public speaking, writing a book. And now it's forward movement. You can travel. You're taking a class. Um, you start a marketing campaign, or you're promoting something, maybe a book if you're writing a book, or a business or a service, or you wrote the book already and you're publishing it now. Um, um, this could be communication with siblings. Maybe it wasn't going so well. There was like disruptions, and now that's coming through better here. You might have been learning something from another culture or another country, and it's all like changing your world view, your morals, um, yeah, ethics and beliefs. Maybe even some kind of spiritual growth or experience that you've been through has changed the way you look at the world, and it's expanding your morals, ethics, and beliefs. Yeah. And then the second thing on February 4th is Venus enters Aries in your seventh house. And If you have a relationship, the romance is gonna it's gonna get a little hot, hot, hot. Okay. Especially if it hasn't been in a while. You might even get proposed to. Be careful for pregnancy if you don't want it, but that is definitely on the table. If you're single, you're going to find someone new, someone who's giving you support, or you're just receiving support. You could be receiving more clients that are supportive, or a business partnership that's supportive. Um, um, yeah, yeah. And then on February 12th, you have the Leo full moon happening in your 11th house. And so this is more social, networking, your hopes and wishes being granted. And Leo, it could again have anything to do with love, romance, dating, having fun, uh, going out more, having a good time, travel. It could be a vacation, or this could be what do you call it? After the wedding, where do you go? A honeymoon? I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. A could be, doesn't have to be. Or again, you're finding out that you're pregnant and perhaps announcing that, or you're being proposed to and announcing that, or you're announcing the date of the wedding. Everybody's going to be at different places with this. Um, However, this is going to square Uranus and Taurus. And so there could be some unexpected expenses that go on with any of this stuff that you got going on, where you might have to change things up and it's a little frustrating. So be careful and mindful around that. Um, and there could be an unexpected ending to a friendship or some kind of drama that has been going on with a friend or just in general around something that's going on for you. Okay. Especially if you have children, if they've had some stuff going on, it looks like there's a possibility it can be resolved at this time or eventually. Um, but yeah, just keep your eyes, ears, and open for that. And then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your 10th house. And so you could be receiving some kind of fame, recognition, a promotion, or a raise for the work that you do, for being a good mom. Again, this could be the announcement of like somebody loves you because of who you are, or your emotional support, or your emotional secure or grounded in some way, shape, or form. This could be with a mom, or you're buying a home or real estate, or um, moving in with somebody, or you provide like a supporting family environment, and people are giving you recognition for that, your kids, your family. Um, Something to that effect could be going on here. This could be that your kids are showing up more mature, responsible, and they're giving you the praise and recognition for being a good mom, for supporting them through that and being emotionally supportive. Um, and then on February 26th, you have the Pisces new moon in your sixth house. And the sixth house is health, daily routine, work environment, work coworkers, job, or services, or pets. And so you could be deciding to work on your health or improve your health. Again, you have a new job. You're learning a new daily routine around a new job, well, meeting new coworkers, new environments, connecting, or you just might have a lot of just doctor's appointments at this time, especially if you have kids, and it can be very busy that way. Um, mm, yeah, correct. Scorpio. Um, There's two events happening on February 4th. The first one is Jupiter in Gemini goes direct in your eighth house. And so you could be, if you have siblings that owe you money, they're going to pay you back. If you have some kind of debt that you have to pay off, you're going to get a loan or money to pay off that debt. Maybe taxes, or you're just receiving a big payout when it comes to your money. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like the lines of communication are opening, especially when it comes to if people owe you something. You're allowed to move forward now with making any kind of late fee payments or anything like that. Or a partner could be getting some money and they're able to pay off for you. Um, and the second event that's happening on February 4th is Venus enters Aries in your sixth house. Yeah, you could be getting a new job, becoming more social, meeting new coworkers, learning new job skills. Um, if you had some kind of health issues, whether it's with you or a pet, you're gonna find the services that you need that are more aligned with what it is you're looking for. And you are gonna, if you're getting a new pet at this time, you're gonna absolutely fall in love with this pet, whatever this is. Whatever these services are, you're going to fall in love with these people, this facility. They're going to be so supportive and so helpful. This new job is going to be so supportive and so helpful. And then on February 12th, you have the Leo full moon in your 10th house. Are you getting proposed to? Because Leo is like fun, play, love, romance, your sex life, dating. And this could just be how people see you, more happier in a relationship. If you're just dating somebody, or your sex life can spike up, baby, especially if it hasn't been. Um, or there's some kind of major event happening in the life of your child. Maybe they're becoming more popular or famous, or you are. Now, this could be a honeymoon. Maybe more ninth house than 10th house, but it could be some kind of business that you're starting that's becoming, that's getting more public recognition. Or again, you're becoming famous for whatever this is, some kind of creative project that you have. You're becoming well known for it. But it's square Uranus and Taurus. And so this could just be an unexpected career change, a promotion, raise, or again, public recognition. And you could have left something because you just were not supported in that position or that business partnership or with a partner. And there could have been some like squabbles or fights or disagreements or arguments that came of this. You know, you just, whatever this is, you didn't feel supported, whether it was a business partnership, a relationship, or a job. And you're cutting it out. You're cutting it out at this full moon. But it's going to bring in more supportive partner, partnership, business partnership, or job. Okay. And then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your ninth house. Yeah, you could be taking a family vacation, or you're publishing something, or promoting something, or marketing something, or moving. It could be moving outside of the country, but it doesn't have to be. Or you're taking a class. This could even be like having a crisis of faith that's really changing your worldview in a pretty big way. That's going to lead to all these happiness changes that are coming to you. These things will be resolved if they haven't already. All right. And then on February 26th is a new moon in Pisces in your fifth house. Yeah. Fifth house is Leo. You got new love coming in. Be careful if you don't want no babies. Or again, this is like a happy development with a child. Or your creative project is finally getting the recognition because now you have the support. You're promoting it the way it needs to be promoted. You got people helping you to do that, or something to that effect that's bringing this in. But this is more your soul tribe, a soul connection, you know? Yeah, you're getting your faith back. Okay. Sagittarius. All right, so right at the beginning of the month on February 4th, we have two major events. The first one is Jupiter in Gemini goes direct in your seventh house. And so you could be getting married, um, or taking the relationship to a next level, like moving in together, um, or you're moving outside of the state or country, um, or like you're finding a more supportive business partnership or ending a legal matter, or you're learning how to communicate better with your siblings. And then again on February 4th, Venus enters Aries in your fifth house. If you're in a relationship, you guys are going to have more kids or go on a vacation or both. Or some kind of creative project is getting ready to blossom for you. If you're single, you're going to find somebody new who wants all those things with you. Whatever those things are for you, you're going to find somebody who's on the same page. Uh, or this is a positive development in a child's life. Um, and then on February 12th, you have the Leo full moon in your ninth house. And so, literally, everything that I just said is square Uranus and Taurus, this full moon. And so just expect the travel plans to get all wonky, the publishing to be delayed, the education class to be just a royal pain in the freaking ass to get it resolved before you can take it, or um, the legal matters, they try to give you a hard time and act like they can't find a specific something, little itsy bitsy tiny things just to rattle your cage. your marketing plan to get out whatever it is you're doing, or planning the wedding, like these little things that can get, and you want to choke somebody like Bart, like Homer does Bart. That's what this looks like. Just expect the littlest fucking things. Just that this is all you're gonna have to go back and revisit it, or double check or triple check, or it's just a delay, or people are stupid and they're not listening and they do like the complete opposite, or just like little things like that are just gonna like rattle your cage. And so they will be resolved. These things will happen if they've already been set up in your life. Just know that they could be small little complications just to piss you off. All right. And then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your eighth house. And so your partner might get some money to help pay off a loan or some debt, or you're receiving a loan to buy some big ticketed item, um, or you're resolving money matters. Like people are starting to pay you back if they owed you, or, whatever, there was some confusion around money coming and you're now receiving that money. Um, and then February 26th is the new moon, the Pisces new moon in your fourth house. You could be making your home more spiritual, or you're buying a new house where you have to remodel and decorate, and it might be more spiritual. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. Um, or what else can this be? You're buying a home, or getting a new home, or moving. Or this could be like a new beginning with a sibling or relative. Okay. Capricorn, cap. Okay, I had a moment. I had a moment. Leave me alone. All right. So, right at the top of the month, you have two events happening on February 4th. The first is Gemini, and Jupiter in Gemini goes direct in your sixth house. Sixth house is health. And so if you've had some kind of health issue, you can now see that working out for you, or completing or finalizing. This could also be a new job, new training, job training skills to get a new job, or some kind of service, whatever it is you need for a car, for travel plans, like yeah. What do you call it when you get like a travel person to help you plan your travels? Okay, it could be that, doesn't have to be. Whatever kind of service you're receiving, if you've had issues with these things over the last few months, they are now moving forward. Um, so you could start a new job, meet new coworkers, or you could be learning the new work environment, and daily responsibilities. And um, yeah, if you just, have regular checkups and stuff like that, things are gonna go well. Your daily routine's gonna go well. Your daily routine could be changing because of a new job or a lot of like doctor's appointments, but essentially it's going well. You're exercising more, you're eating better, and things like that. This could also be like just really good communication with siblings if that hasn't been going well, or a car, any kind of car issues. If that needs to be serviced, that's going to go well. Also on February 4th, Venus enters Aries in your fourth house. And so you could be redecorating your apartment or home, um, or you're moving, or going on a family vacation, or buying a home, or having a house party. or a family get together, family gathering, or you're building family relationships stronger, more um, expressive family relationships, but they're more peaceful. You know, people are speaking their mind because we're talking about Aries here. Okay, let's be honest. Okay. They're expressive, but they're peaceful. If you're dating someone new, and you could be introduced by a family member. If you're in a relationship, you might decide to move in together, or introduce them to the family for the first time. Aries is the first, the first house, right? It could be, you know, um, and then February 12th, you have the Leo full moon in your eighth house. This is a very intimate, a deeply intimate relationship, or you're working on building intimacy within a relationship, like looking into your eyes, or doing pillow talk, or yoga, or meditating together. Um, it could be things like that. Um, or it could just be financial stuff going on here. You're trying to get financially grounded or stable. And this is going to square Uranus and Taurus. And so there could be some kind of financial loss, or an expense of a child that's unexpected. Um, that can kind of disrupt any plans that you might have. Like, say, for example, you got your taxes back and you already got your taxes planned out, and then unexpectedly, an expense for a child, if you have a child, comes up, or some other kind of financial loss comes up, and it's like, that kind of stuff can happen here. This is not the type of time to gamble if you are a gambler. Um, but on the flip side to this could also be unexpected money coming in, or you're attracting somebody who's a little bit more intimate, or you, as a couple moving in together, you guys are doing a joint finances things, and you're helping each other pay off debt. And because it is a square, let's just keep it a buck. It could be fucking annoying, but at the same time, in the long run, it brings in more stability. You know what I mean? Um, and then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your seventh house. And so this is marriage or business partnership. You might be in the process of making a decision on whether or not you want to stay, or you actually want to marry somebody, or you're considering, is this equal give and take? Can we make it long term? Am I emotionally supportive? It, am I emotionally supporting? This isn't a one-sided thing here when we're talking about the seventh house. And it doesn't have to be that anything's going wrong to make you think to have these thoughts. You're just being a mature adult, and you're asking these very important questions. And you're reconsidering whether you really, really, really want to do this. Are you ready to do this? Because it looks like you do have the possibility of a long-term relationship here, but you might kind of step back and go inward and take some time apart to really, really think if this is what you want. Is it really aligned with who you are now and what you want moving forward. All right. And then February 26th is the Pisces new moon in your third house. And so you could be taking a trip, buying a car. Again, you're learning how to communicate better around all these things that I'm talking about. Or you're having those conversations. You don't have to be learning how to communicate. You are having the conversations about these things. Um, or this could be a new beginning for you in a siblings relationship in some major kind of way where it wasn't, it'll be very different this time. Aquarius. So we have two events happening at the beginning of the month on February 4th. First is Jupiter and Gemini goes direct in your fifth house. Um, you're dating more, you're more social. Your sex life might be getting a little spicy, especially if it wasn't. Are you having fun more? You're tapping into your inner child. Just having a good time, you know, having a good time. If you're single, you could be meeting somebody that you can do these things with. It feels very good. If you're in a relationship, obviously, you're spicing up the relationship. You could be starting your own business, or gambling, and you just might win, okay? Or you're taking a little vacation with the significant other. Or this could be like a very important event in a child's life, or you're finding out you're pregnant, okay? And then the second event on February 4th is Venus enters Aries in your third house. And so you could meet somebody new in your neighborhood or through a sibling, or you're taking some kind of short course or studying or learning or doing you might have like some homework here. Or you just find that you're communicating a lot with siblings, neighbors, maybe even going on interviews, designing something, singing, acting, um, or just having a good time with your kids, to be quite honest with you. Helping your kids with homework, being more creative on how you do that. Um, yeah, just super chatty. You could be very, very chatty at this time. And then on February 12th, you have the Leo full moon in your seventh house. And so this is marriage, business partnership, or you're getting some kind of support, but this is square Uranus and Taurus. So if you're in a relationship, there could be fights in family. Uh, there could be fights within the home or domestic matters, that cause you to separate or move out unexpectedly. Um, or you unexpectedly get proposed to. Um, and maybe it's because you're pregnant, or you're genuinely just falling in love with somebody at this time. Or there's a business partnership that is like so in sync that it's just everything is just working out succinctly, you know? Um, and it feels good. Makes you feel like a kid again. Okay. This could be a childhood um relationship or friend or person, or it feels that way. All right. And then February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your sixth house. So if you've had some kind of health issue, you're wrapping that up. Or you just have a bunch of different doctor's appointments, dentist appointments that you're attending during this time. Or you're getting a new job, or you're training to get a raise or promotion or learn a new skill on a job. or you meeting new coworkers, new environments, or again, it's just super, super, super busy, or you got to get a car fixed, or there's a lot of running around. Your daily routine is like, yeah, round, round, or you're getting a new pet, or your pet is getting some kind of health service. And then February 26th is the Pisces new moon in your second house. If you leave a job, you'll find another one immediately. Um, and it'll be for more money. Or you're just switching up, you're just switching things up at your job, or things are switching up at your job. This could be like people are getting promoted or leaving or moving around, but puzzle pieces are moving. Um, Or this could be like you have a problem or an argument or a situation at your job, and things are moving around to help you to better maneuver and have a better work environment. It's a necessary evil type of thing here. I'm hearing there could have been some messy, messy, messiness at the job. I'm just saying. I did not mean to sing that like that. But it could be like, if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna this, you know what I'm saying? And you talk to somebody about it, and people are working around the both of you guys to get it situated. Maybe it's been that way and it's still not working, and you both come to the point like, look, we just don't like each other, okay? And that's okay. And your job's like, okay, well, you guys are both great workers. We're not going to whatever, but how about there's an opening here? And, things like that. So that you guys don't have to work around each other anymore. It's nice. I wish I had a job like that. Not all jobs do that, but it looks like your job's doing that for you. Um, Pisces. So right at the top of the month, we have two events happening on February 4th. First is Jupiter and Gemini goes direct in your fourth house. So you might be moving, remodeling, or having a house party or some kind of celebration. Maybe a this could be a marketing event, a promotional event. It just could be a family gathering, or a sibling's having a birthday party, or a sibling celebrating something and you're hosting the party. Um, or there's some kind of house repairs or opportunities in getting in the real estate business, or you're just buying another home, um, or your first home. Okay. Yeah. And the second event on February 4th is Venus enters Aries in your second house. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know why I just heard I got hoes. That's has nothing to do with this reading. I'm sorry. I don't know why that came out. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know. But what I wanted to say was that you could be like, if you're into real estate, or you're into like buying some kind of property, it could be like you already have a home and you're getting ready to buy a second home. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a different city or anything like that, but it could be, or it could be like a vacation home too, where it's a place for you to go, but you can also rent it out type of thing. This is like multiple streams of income, or your self-worth is leveling up, um it's improving, or you're getting a raise, or you're rising your prices in some kind of service or business that you have, or you're just really receiving like a lot of family support, or there's just an increase in income in some way, shape, or form. And then it feels good. This feels great. This feels amazing. And maybe that's what you're celebrating. um and then on February 12th is the Leo full moon in your sixth house. Are you finding love in the workplace? Or you could just be super social at work with coworkers, going out, getting out, having fun. Um, or you're starting your own business. Are you starting a real estate business? Let me find out, Pisces. Okay. Um, or this could be like a work retreat, which would be kind of cool. Or your own personal retreat. This does not have to have anything to do with work. Um, but it's square Uranus and Taurus. And so you might have a fight with a coworker or someone who works for you and they're leaving unexpectedly. Or you got to get a new job unexpectedly. Or a coworker is leaving unexpectedly. Or it just could be a lot of tension in the work environment in general, or your daily routine that's causing some kind of health matters that you're gonna have to address in a major way. Um, and then on February 23rd, Mars in Cancer goes direct in your fifth house. And so you might be taking a risk with whatever this creative project is, new businesses. But it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Or again, you're investing in real estate if you're not actually starting a real estate business and it's bringing in major, major, major ROI, return on investment. Um, or your love, romance, and sex life is like back in the saddle. Be careful if you don't want no babies because it's coming. Or this could be like a major development in a child's life. And then on February 26th, you have the Pisces new moon in your sign, in your first house. And so you could be like changing your identity, your style, or your appearance in some kind of way, or switching things up in your relationship, or you're gaining faith in your relationship again, especially if things were just like, you guys are like getting it back in there, like swimwear, like, like y'all are getting back in aligned. And if it's none of those things, then you're just changing your identity that's going to be attracting you somebody who you can get back in the saddle with, especially if it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to get that opportunity, or you're just finding somebody who's more spiritually connected with you, or your faith and worldview is changing. Your morals, ethics, and belief are changing because of something you're studying, learning, reading, writing through some kind of spiritual practice or some kind of retreat that you go to, or any one of these situations that I've spoken about is changing your perspective in life in a really, really big way that's very spiritually enlightening. Okay. As usual, family, I love and appreciate y'all. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.